Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tea with Z. My name is Zamil Solanki, and it's an absolute pleasure to be joining each and every one of you again on this episode this morning. And if you haven't done so already, go and grab your cuppa, your tea, your coffee, whatever it might be, your bowl of cereal, because we're about to jump into today's topic. And also, if you are watching live, you know the deal. Likes, hearts, get that energy exchange pumping because we're all about that here. Conversation drives interaction, and interaction also drives conversation. And the easiest way for you to interact is using the likes, the hearts, the emojis, wherever you're watching. But if you do want to converse as well, then drop a comment in the comment section below because, as you know, I read each and every one of them out when I can. But if you are watching this as a replay as well, I respond to each and every one of them as well. So drop it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you, even if it's just a good morning. And what a good morning it is, especially if you're waking up following the news or if you watched the game last night with the Australian Open and the culmination of the Australian Open with the men's singles finals. And you either watch it live or you plan on watching it later. But, if you haven't found out yet, I'm just going to spoil it. And here's spoiler alert. Nadal wins in absolutely spectacular fashion. I'm sure you probably can't get around it if you did plan on watching it as a replay because the game did run really late and I didn't stay up and watch the entire game. As you know, we've got a almost 1-year-old and sleep is definitely precious. As well at this stage. But I did get to catch a bit of it, especially when it was looking a bit tumultuous for Nadal after coming out of that second set and going, you know what, how is he going to pick this up? And in spectacular fashion, he absolutely came. And this is what I really wanted to discuss today, is planning to win. Nadal and Medvedev both went into this game, and like every other game for all of the participants in the Australian Open and any other sport, we go in to win. We go in to plan to win. We don't go in to plan to lose unless you're throwing it away or you've got some little side hustle to throw the game. But we go in with a plan to win. But that plan doesn't start on game day. That plan starts days, weeks, months, years before that actual game. And so, how does this relate to our businesses? How does this relate to being a healthpreneur? Well, we're coming up to the end of January, and now we're leading into a new month. We've had a crazy busy, hectic time to start off 2022, and it's probably not going to ease up anytime soon. But what I wanted to discuss today was how can we take small actions today to lead into a win tomorrow? Well, firstly, it starts off, well, what does the win actually look like? What goal are we setting? What is the objective? What do we want to achieve? We need to have a visualization of that and an understanding of that. Because in order to plan for, to do the tasks, and to do the work in order to achieve that goal, well, we need to understand what we're actually looking to achieve. And for these professional athletes, it might be, I want to win 1 Grand Slam. I want to win 2 Grand Slams. I want to win over 20 Grand Slams, 21 now for Nadal. And it is absolutely crazy in the sense that he would have started this, this plan out decades ago, years ago, even as a young child. Having said that, though, we all have hopes and dreams, but it's that persistence and determination and skill, of course, we don't want to remove that, that helps us to get to our goals and achieve our goals. Now, how does this work within our own businesses? Well, firstly, one, as I said, we need to start with an objective. And that might be our 5-year or 10-year mission. And we've covered off mission before, but it is our 5 or 10-year goal that we need to that we aspire to reach. Now, when we start to break that down, it's going to take between 7.5 to 11,000 strategic tasks to get to that mission. And if you're in the likes of Nadal, what it would be then practicing that forehand, practicing that backhand, practicing that serve, practicing that volley, whatever it might be, practicing that lob, the cardio, the fitness training, all of these strategic tasks to help build himself up to get there. And now I'm just talking about Nadal because I could be talking about any of these other players, especially, the likes of Ash Barty and all of these other amazing athletes as well that have really, really shone an amazing spotlight on this amazing sport. And I grew up playing tennis and I absolutely love the game and I can't wait to bring Syra onto the court one day as well. I'm a little bit rusty, I haven't played in a while. But when we start out with that goal and then break it down, our 5 to 10 year goal, it's going to take 7,500 to 11,000 tasks to reach that goal, right? 7,500 to 11,000 tasks to reach that goal. And we need to know then those tasks are serving a goal. So what do we do with those tasks? Well, one, we also then magnify that into a weekly or monthly or even a quarterly goal. Okay. Sorry, let me reverse this. We've got our five-year mission, call it our 5-year, 10-year mission, and we break that down to an annual goal. What are we looking to achieve this year with that in order to reach that goal? So if I want to win even just one Grand Slam, that's an amazing achievement, right? Well, what am I doing each year? Well, maybe I'm playing in local comps. Maybe I'm playing in just national comps and I'm winning and actually getting a name and recognition for myself with that, but also seeking the expertise of help. So when I break that down to quarterly goals, well, maybe in that quarter, I've pulled a team together. I've pulled a team together and I've started working with that team to help me reach that goal. And then I break that down to a monthly goal. Well, within that month, I might have just found maybe a coach or a physio out of that team that would serve, I guess, my entire thing as part of a quarterly goal. So I'm not sure, but can you see how we can start to step this down? And then in a weekly goal, we could step it down even further. And then what we want to do is we want to break that down into daily tasks. So our day, for example, Nadal, daily tasks might be I'm hitting the gym and doing I don't know, some stretch exercises to ensure that my core mobility is on point. That's my strategic work today. Then I'm going to go hit the court and train. The training is the work. The training is the work. But what's the strategic stuff? Okay, well, now I'm seeing a physio to work on my flexibility and conditioning. What might that look like? So as you can see here, the actual training itself was probably already there, but then it's actually pulling the team around him, doing the other stuff that generates the strategic value to help him achieve his goal. The below the line is going and hitting the ball. That's the work that we do each day as healthpreneurs. We might be dispensing the script, we might be counseling with patients, we might be putting even, placing an order for medical consumables. We might be, if we're in the pub industry and we value health, even though, maybe we're serving now non-alcoholic beers. That's why we value health. You're placing orders for supplies and healthy food, for example. That's below the line work. But the strategic work is what helps us leverage that below the line work to really get the most out of it. So now we're using dietitians, now we're using physios, now we're using exercise physiologists, now we're using a medical team, now we're using rehab specialists, all of these other people and tools and resources to help leverage what we do below the line leads to above the line work. And so on your journey through healthpreneurship, we've broken down those goals. We know that we need to plan to win, but that plan doesn't start the day of game, the day of the match. It starts today, so you can enjoy the wins tomorrow. But you need to be consciously aware of that it's going to take strategic work in order to hit those wins. It's not just about below the line work. There's plenty of athletes out there that go to the court each day. And yes, they're very good at the sport, but then it's the strategic work that they do around that. They go and culminate and leverage that below the line work to really, really maximize its potential. So my question to you today is, now as we're stepping into a new month, what is the one strategic thing that you could do in your business as a healthpreneur? In your business as somebody that values health, even for yourself, to help you achieve your goals, not only today, but for tomorrow. And what does that goal actually look like? Is it that you want to lose weight? Well, besides just doing the diet and the exercise, what other strategic things could you do? What other strategic things could you do to help you lose weight? That's just an example. That's just an example. And other strategic things might be like, okay, now I'm joining a community of people that are losing weight that are going to hold me accountable to ensure that I am exercising, I'm dieting. The other strategic things I could be tracking and publishing my journey to empower others to create a level of buy-in, but also community accountability as well, social accountability. We've seen how huge social accountability is. So what are the other strategic things that we could look at that we aren't leveraging at the moment that could help us achieve our goal? Now, that's not for everyone. I totally appreciate that's not for everyone, but we've seen the amazing impacts that social accountability plays on helping us achieve our health goals. We see that all the time. And so what's one goal that you're looking to achieve over this next month, this next quarter, this next year, whatever it might look like? But what is that goal? And what is one strategic thing that you're doing to help achieve that? So that's it from me today. Have an absolutely incredible day. And congratulations to all of the amazing athletes, that have, really shone a light on the status and the amazing athleticism that you demonstrate to all of us. So congratulations. Well done. And we're going to be covering off a little bit about celebrating wins and all of that later in the week, because it's important to take stock of our journey as well. But that's for another episode, and I'm not going to dive into that today. But that's it from me. Like I said, drop your comments in the comment section below. But also, as well, if you want to chat about this, let me know what your one goal is and what strategic thing you're doing to help achieve that goal. Feel free to drop it in the comment section below, or even join the Limitless Network and share it in a group of like-minded people that value health as well. Details are in the description box below. So have an incredible day, and yeah, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to catching up with you on another episode of Tea with Z tomorrow. Bye for now.